Greetings and welcome back to Timberborn. I'm KatherineOfSky, and I'm doing something that I almost never do because I hate doing it, but we're doing a voiceover today because when I recorded the episode, it didn't record my mic. So we're kind of in a bad situation. At this point, I remember talking about all of these alerts that we have on the left here. Somebody was meowing that, oh my God, all the YouTubers never look at their alerts. And I'm like, well, I look at them, but I don't always tell you everything that's on my mind. So the point here is that we have unconnected buildings. I'm aware. Building lacks workers. I'm aware. No goods selected. I'm really aware. We have way too much warehouse space. And building needs water. So then I was looking at these, and those are those showers. Of course they don't have water because, hey, it's the dry season. And then beaver is injured. That is actually a valid one that we can look at. And we can build some healing beds and a new healer as well to make medicine for these sick and injured beavers. But in general, those alerts, I wish I could turn off specific ones because they just aren't needed at all. I know all this stuff. I'm aware that things aren't connected. I'm aware that other things need other things. So yeah, it's kind of it's a weird thing to micromanage a person when they're playing. It's like, okay, you think you know what's on my mind all the time? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, here we are going ahead and making some space here for some bread and some other things. And the reason I'm doing the voiceover instead of re-recording is because we had so many fiddly things go on in this episode and lots of building happening. So I'll try to remember what I was thinking at the time and what we were doing, but that's going to be interesting. But yeah, here's one of our injured beavers. We're trying to figure out why they have those little, thought bubbles above their heads, what those mean. So kind of looking at this architecture and figuring out how we might add to this, because at the moment we only have one plank maker, so it would be nice to get a little bit more production on stuff. We also need a gear maker. So let's put a warehouse there, and then we add our road, of course. And then we extend the platforms, and obviously then we need to extend the roadway because I apparently forgot to add the road when I added the plank maker as well. But apparently I didn't do that. Hello? I thought I put the road in! Put the road in! Past KOS, put the road in! Anyway, we're also looking at spaces for beavers. Do we have enough space for beavers? I think I probably need to open up these guys, and I might not have done so. I don't remember. But anyway, apparently I did not put the road in. Wow, that's really weird. I know I put it in at some point during this episode. I remember doing that. But our fields are being kept very well watered by the water spots there. And here I'm trying to decide that where are we going to put our healing place. And this looks like a good area. Kind of looking for something where we can put in like a 2-story healing place with lots of beds, and then have some kind of a turnaround with a staircase. And how is that going to work? You know, how do we want that to function? So we have a first go here with okay, how are we going to do this? We can kind of imagine a pathway going around here, and how is that going to look, and does that give us enough spots for our beds and things like that? So let's extend the road there, and then we can even look at having a second story here. But then I figure out, well, that's not going to work very well because we need to move the staircase. I had thought that staircases could go above staircases, but I was actually misremembering one of our log builds that we were playing with in one of the previous series. But yeah, you cannot put a staircase on top of a staircase, which I kind of would like. I think that would be a cool idea. So I was deciding here to how did we do this before? And no, they have to be kind of offset. That's offset. And I realized that later that, okay, it's because we had a circular thing where we had going up on both sides of the walkway. So anyway, we had our experiments, so we're going to rejig this a tiny bit and delete some stuff. Because reality is that we are going around on the top part where we can actually go around on ground level instead, and that will save us some planks in the whole process. and to get us upstairs a little bit more quickly. So if we do this, we can just squiggle the road around underneath instead. And that way, you know, save the planks. Save the planks! Woo! So there we go, and taking the road back to the main road there. And then we go ahead and put in our medical beds here where they need to go. And there's plenty on top. That is plenty of beds for this amount of beavers that are in this colony. And I don't see that the colony will get much bigger than this. I think it's going to be just fine. So now we figure out where we're going to put this healer. Well, it fits there, but if we put it back, we're going to have a lot more space to work with. So I decided to put it there, and we can connect there. All right, and then we need to just kind of, we're looking at, okay, it needs 5 metal blocks. It's fairly cheap. I don't know why I haven't built them before now, but I hadn't. So, and then I put in the gear place. Ah, this is when I put in the road. Aha, there we go. So now all of those can get stuff and things, and we'll be less dependent on the main colony for the planks. And that's going to be nicer, much nicer. Okay, so we don't actually have anybody working there because of lack of employees. So let's go ahead and increase our employees here. The number of beavers in our colony. Let's go, let's go. And we have a tiny problem with a lack of water. People are like, oh, water, hello. And then we are, oh, here I think I was looking for if this colony had a healing, like a hospital kind of place as well. I probably should put a water dump there in the treed area, because those trees are stunted right now in their growth because of the lack of water. So that is potentially a not good thing. Also, some people have suggested that I dam the river lower. And I'm like, okay, why? But I guess you want me to build just like a big water box. Like I have dammed it at the natural ending point of that river where there's waterfalls happening. But yeah. You guys want me to build a water box? Okay, sure, we can build a water box, like a reservoir kind of thing. It's very unnatural to me, and I don't actually like the idea. But since it was requested, I'll go ahead and build one out then. So, but we need to get rid of some of these incredibly inconvenient trees and such that are down there. So let's make a path here to go down into that area and see what we can do with stuff here. Hopefully the builders will reach it and get, let's see, let's check the builders. Oh yeah, they're in easy range here, so we can go ahead and just build out stuff. We're barely at orange red on the line, so they hadn't actually go many more places. So why don't we just clear this area of bushes and things, and I'm not clicking the tool yet. Hello? Not really sure what I'm thinking at this point. But I think it was just maybe like thinking about how I'm going to arrange the geometry of this thing there. But here we go with our magic wand of clearing and stuff and things. We don't really care about the wood here. We're way past caring about wood at this point in the game. So we'll just delete the stuff that needs to go. And hopefully we can reach all of it. That is the main problem right now. There is a nice little staircase already built into the landscape, so we can clear this bottom area. And we'll just do that while we're here. If we can get some of this down here. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Alright, cool. That's going to start that process along. And the water box is going to keep that wheat alive, that's for sure. And maybe even those trees up on the left there. We'll see. But this colony here has no water, and that is a slight problem. So let's go ahead and transfer some water over via the distribution post. That'll be good. So at least they're getting something from the other place, because right now this is a very desperate situation. There's only like part of a day left, 0.8 days as you see of the orange counter there. Also, I gotta say, it's a lot easier to backseat when you're not having to play the game. So, yeah. Take that for what it's worth. All you backseaters out there, you naughty people. I don't like backseat gaming. It drives me crazy. Especially when people are rude. I don't mind, you know, people trying to be helpful much, but I still don't like backseating. I feel like you're trying to like micromanage my gaming, and it's like, do I stand behind you at your desk at work and like scream stuff at you? No. I haven't ever done that to anybody. It's not cool. I don't tell you how to do your job, you know? And YouTubing is my job. This is what I do. And I know a lot of people think they can play better than I can, and maybe you can. But I'm playing the way I want to play. So and that's why people watch me. They like to watch the way I play. And it may not be the way you play, but you know, you may have to learn to deal. Or find another channel. That's fine too. I don't care. Anyway, so we're trying to clear this to make a road because I want to make some more water containers here, storage, because we definitely don't have enough here. Okay, so this is getting cleared, which is really nice. I guess it ends up that I don't really have to clear any of this, really, because I decide to put the walls of this water box in a little bit different area. But it's okay. We'll get to it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So they finally chopped down those trees, as you can see where the path is there. Oh, yep, but we're focusing on this place for some unknown reason. Apparently I have a very interested, like, what do the bushes do at night? Let's watch them. And of course the spatter dock is dead, but that will get fixed later, we think. So, let's see. Alright, so we can't put a road in here yet because of the logs. We're gonna try, but yeah, it doesn't go when there's logs on the road, so that doesn't work at all. But instead what we'll do, yeah, and that naughty one came back. I already deleted it, but it's like, nope. But I think we can put in the storage containers, which are over in storage. There they are, and try to build big ones. These are made out of metal blocks and gears. I don't know why you need gears for this. I have no idea. Unless there's like some kind of lift system for the water. They don't like, I don't know, have a staircase around the edges or something. I don't know. But I really shouldn't have done that, as we will see. Really shouldn't have done that. But it's fine. Alright, so those are allocated for water. That's good. Very good. And here we want to put in another giant tank there. That's fine. So as we can hear from the music, happy days of Waterland are back, and we're pumping water right now, which is great. These guys are not yet there. We can see that they don't quite touch the water yet. We need a little bit more water buildup for these guys to work. And yeah, a little bit rough this, a little bit rough. Let's start. And we need to make sure that all of the water pumps are at high level of priority, because this is, yeah, kind of dangerous situation when some of these pumps are not pumping because of priorities. So this is for the global view for both districts here. And we're just going to put them all at the top because we need it. We definitely need it. All the people here, all the beavers are really worried about water. They're like, yo, KOS, we can't survive without water. We're beavers. We love the water. Don't do this to us. And this place is now looking great. Spatter dock is now growing again. I really love the whole, like, the spatter dock or the aqua farm and then having to go underwater to get to there. It's something cool about having that staircase emerge from the deep, and the beavers can kind of go up there. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so it looks like we need a road to get the rest of this. Beavers can't reach, which is just fine. We will accommodate their wishes, of course. But we can remove some of this road. And then we kind of are looking at seeing what's going on here. Of course, we had that large area reserved for this water tank for a long time, but we just never placed it down. I don't know if we were waiting for research or something like that. That could have been. So, kind of looking at this area, finding out how we want to, you know, where are we putting this water box? Where are we doing this? What's going to go on with this? And yeah, maybe that's a good line to follow. Just kind of the edge of that cliff there. And put in the levees. Let's go. So maybe we go right there. All right, and then build it up to the top. So this water box here is going to definitely make this area a lot bigger, greener. Okay, there we go. Just checking the height there. It's kind of important. Okay, there we go. Still 2 off though. We still need 2 in height. So how do we want to get that attacked? Well, let's go this side first. And then just gonna build it up naturally in this area. Wait, that's too high. Hold on. All right, let's delete that. We went a little bit too far there. But look at all these naughty bushes and trees and stuff and things. Oh my god, we have to deal with this now. This is rough. So I guess we'll just have to delete them. There's nothing really I need to keep here at all, so I'm quite happy to delete stuff. But we need to have a way to access it, so let's go and put in some roads, of course. There we go from the top. And then let's do the deletions there. All the things that need to go. Okay. Looks like I missed those other couple of trees up there, but that's okay. We'll get it eventually. Don't worry. Don't worry, and don't backseat. It's fine. And there we go. Let's put a path down. Maybe. Oh no, we gotta get this first. Yep. Then we can do a path. There we go. Walk all the way across those dams and levees there. And that should work quite nicely. Okay, it's looking fabulous. Looking pretty good. So let's see. These poor beavers are still worried about the water, which is very unpleasant. That's not good. Not good at all. But we can extend our farming here and check on why those other farms are not working. See what that's about. Okay, they're out of range of the farmhouse, so we might as well remove them from there. There, we can even put some buildings in there or something. It's going to be good. Alright, so healer's doing stuff and things. Needs water and medicine. I forgot that they needed water. That's cool. That's cool. But I'm checking if there are other healers, like, in this main colony. And there's that healer, but that one's over there. That's in District 2. So if we go over to District 1 and scroll down. Hauling post. Nope, no healer. So we definitely need some healing going on in District 1. That's kind of important. Oh, this water problem is so problemy. Dang it. So maybe we can add some water, watery stuff out here. And also build another water tank out here. That would be good. Alright, there we go. Large tank. Are they going to finish it? Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, beavers. Go, go, go. They are taking their sweet time, aren't they? It's like a very long time to destroy a tiny tree. I'm just like, pull it out of the ground. It's a sapling, for goodness sake. It's not a problem. Chomp it in half with one blow of the teeth. Come on. Right. Looking good. We have this, except it's not functioning. I don't know why they're not pumping at this point. It's like they have high priority. They do have employees. We have 18 hours a day working, but they're still not working. And it's like, why? We need this desperately. Come on. Come on, beavers. Let's go. All right, we'll wait until they finish clearing that other area over there. So this area, I've always like thought, we should do some kind of like bridgey stuff over this kind of like falling down area down these steps. So I'm kind of like looking, how can I extend some ramps and stuff? Maybe this is where we have our hospital out here. This seems like a good idea. And okay, there we go. We have one thing. Then we have more things other than one thing. And we're trying to get this to where we need it with the height here. Let's just check. Yep, it's all the same height now. That's good. And then this side, okay, we'll just try to build around the buildings. And looking at this, we have a road, but that's not very many beds, so that's kind of unfortunate. So we're probably going to delete those shrines there. It's not a very good place for a shrine anyway. It's more like a cave shrine, I guess, and I'm not sure that beavers are cave animals. They're probably not. So that's another 2 beds right there, basically. I kind of wish you could delete crops with like the, you know, delete enter kind of thing. That would be very handy, I think. So let's put a platform there and then up there to kind of make that area around the end of this a little bit more square, so we have space for a turnaround with the staircase, because we can make this a double-decker kind of situation here. Alright, and this shrine's got to go because it's just in the way of the road. So, sad times. Progress moves forward. It's a thing. It's a thing. Stuff happens. But yeah, this is looking pretty decent, I think. So now we think about, like, how do we want to move forward with this? Like having a second layer here. We can put the, yeah, we can put the thing there. That's fine. Let's get rid of some more plants because we have the need to kind of have turnaround roads and that kind of thing. But we can take the road again the same way and then build up the rest of it so that we can, you know, have more beds and stuff there too. Okay, and there's our road back, and then they can kind of look on and see the people leisurely enjoying the whatchamacallit deck over there. The, what is that called again? Oh my god, it's like some kind of social place. Yeah, they're gonna enjoy that part. Yay! Now they're gonna enjoy that part. Fantastic. So, anyway, let's let them build that before we get other things going on. I'm not sure why I didn't add the medical beds yet there. I don't know, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And it looks like I have forgotten to release some housing for these poor beavers. They are sleeping on the ground, and I apparently didn't notice this as I was playing. And I should have done this because that's kind of natural, you know, to like, oh yeah, we're migrating people, so we should get more houses for them. But yeah, they're not just deleting the sunflowers here because it's nighttime. All the beavers are asleep right now. And but what we can do is add a storage here for some of the medicine. I think it's a good idea. And we'll put that in. Medicine. Good, good. And maybe over there, that's where we put the healer. Because why not? Why not have all this stuff produced in the same area and the beavers can enjoy it and all the things and all the stuff? Seems like a good plan. It's going to take them a tiny bit, but hopefully they'll get going on this. All right, and now we are looking at this area. Maybe we can add some more water pumps along this Riviera there. Because right now we're kind of struggling here. We're kind of struggling. Okay, so let's put these in. But there's some naughty trees over there that we need to deal with, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll deal. We're gonna build this stuff up first. Put in our water pumps. Yes, yes, good, good. And then figure out how we're gonna connect them. So we can do... I was going to do little staircases down, but that's kind of a waste of space because we can use the upper part of this road instead. Of course, I immediately regretted doing that because now we can no longer access one of our precious water pumps. However, I believe that all the beavers have survived this catastrophe. Spoilers for later. But this is a better way of doing this because of stuff. So we're going to prioritize the things that are most important about this build here. We put some on ultra high and some on medium high. And this is another area where I get so much back seeding. It's crazy. Like, you're doing everything on ultra. No, I'm not doing everything on ultra high. Dude, watch. Just watch what I'm doing, please. And did you notice how I didn't prioritize any of the hospital stuff on either side? Hello? Like, you're not watching what I'm doing. Stop commenting such asinine things like, you're doing everything this. And it's like, no, I'm not. Just watch the content. It's fine, you know, and I'm doing things intelligently because I'm a good player. I've been playing for decades. I'm very used to these kinds of games. I've been playing strategy games since I was 2 years old, right? So I've done this before. Please don't panic. It is fine. We will have fineness happening. It's great. So anyway, I don't know. The backseaters always annoy me. I probably shouldn't get as annoyed, but it's kind of like the whole thing of like people like literally standing behind you telling you how to do your job. And it's like, dude, I've got experience. I've done this before. You don't need to tell me how to do my job. I don't think anybody likes that. So I try to remind them that like, nobody likes that. Why are you doing that to me? So stop. It's annoying. And then I am horrified. Oh, not yet. I didn't get horrified yet. Hold on. We'll get there in a second. But anyway, we're putting these up to high workplace importance because we definitely want those to get occupied as soon as possible. So now we are looking at things and do I see it? When do I see it? Where is when I see it? Oh God, we didn't see it yet. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, yes, we have to do more important things than water. Who cares about water? We can actually put in a situation here which is kind of important to us. And this doesn't matter. Not really. I mean, it sort of matters, but sort of doesn't. Where we just need to get the stairs made. I could have done it a little bit more efficiently with better platforms, bigger platforms, but it's like, whatever. Not needed, not necessary. So can we cut those? Yes, let's cut those things down. And that way we can build along that side without having so much stress about it. All right. All right, so oh, and look what I found it. I found it. Oh my God. This horrified me. I was like, oh my God, I thought that was water. And it's all of a sudden not water. Oh boy. So this is like, yo, this is a bad time here. Oh, I forgot to set that one to be water. I wonder if I get it by the end of the episode. We'll see. Here we go. All right, smelters are happening. Things are going. That's good. All right, this is not good. This is very hard, but where are they emptying it to? I don't have that thought yet, apparently, because I have a reaction to it. But these, yeah, they're almost done. They're quite close, but we need more metal blocks. But I fear that all of the metal blocks, they are functioning, but I fear that all of them are going to the other colony. So I'm just going to pause this structure and just not send anything to District 1 for a while until we get back on our feet and we get these darn things made. Because having this, like, oh my God, we can't even store water. This is not good. This is a very, very bad situation. So here's where I put in the thing where the maple syrup should go. Because it needs to go somewhere if they're going to empty it. And inexplicably, they start emptying it. And I don't know where it goes. I have no idea where this stuff goes. No clue. Because it doesn't go to a water tank that's not actually there. You know, this isn't built yet. So where the heck is it going? I mean, I have a bakery making maple pastries, but we also... Oh, we do actually have some flour. Maybe it was like they were delivering to the maple pastry place. I don't know, but it seems like very convenient that all of it started to like leave. All the maple stuff was just emptied very, very quickly there. But things are going okay. I don't think that anybody died of dehydration, which is good. Very good. I still don't know why they can't get a drink of water when swimming through it. I don't get that. Like, I would totally do that as a beaver, you know? I would completely do that. That's how I would function as a beaver. All right, and I wanted to keep this area pristine with the birch trees and have a nice entrance to District 2, but I'm like, you know what? I really actually need water. I don't care. We need to have water. We need to have beavers to welcome other beavers into this area. We need to have that kind of, you know, camaraderie where we're all still alive to be able to welcome the beavers. Yeah. So let's put in some water pumps here and just get this going. There we go. Okay, very nice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, what's next on our list of stuff and things? Okay, we're kind of looking at this. We don't have power, obviously. That's still in the workings. So that's a bit of an annoyance, but it's okay. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. And I can't believe I didn't notice that all of these beavers are sleeping under the stars. That's, yeah, backseating, I swear. You notice a lot more when you're not playing the game and recording and talking and doing all this stuff. So keep that in mind. And I hate when those people, some people, well, I shouldn't say those. There are people who are like, who say, well, I can't believe she didn't notice this. And I'm like, you know, start believing, because it's very easy to miss stuff, very easy to not see stuff. I am sure that nobody has built a perfect factory in Factorio right from the get-go and has never made a mistake. So we're all human. We make mistakes. It happens. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out better ways to place these grist mills, but I forgot that I already have grist mills. So I don't know why I'm placing them. I might have to just delete them in the next episode because we don't need them at all. We definitely don't need grist mills. We have 2 working near the housing block, and I'm not really... I think I thought we don't have any yet. But I should have looked that, hey, we actually have bread, we have the maple pastries and stuff, so we don't need these. But it's okay, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. We'll fix it at some point. We will fix it. All right. So I'm not sure why I'm pausing here. I don't remember what I was talking about at all. Might have just been lamenting over gears or something, I don't know. Also, we paused the... I think we paused the gears maybe because of wanting to get those platforms made for the water pumps. But we can put a tiny shrine here. Shrine to the bakeries, why not? Like our patron beaver of food or something like that. Patron beaver saints. All right, we are getting water into there. Let's change it to maple syrup because we have the bigger one made now. We can, and it can just get emptied into the other one. Okay, very good. Very good. And now I'm looking at our windmills. Kind of noticing, looking at different spots where we might add them onto the main line. They don't actually have to be, because the power can pass through, and I forgot that until somebody mentioned it in one of the comments on YouTube. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, they can actually pass through. So they have this kind of like bubble around them, which is like a tile on every side. So every 2 tiles is where you can make a different another windmill, and they don't collide with each other on top. And so we're just counting here every 2 tiles, clonk clonk, and put in the new windmills. And then I notice, ooh, we actually have large windmills available. Let's change those out because they're 400 hamster power instead of 200. So we can actually start replacing all of the smaller ones with the bigger ones. But let's just start with those two, and that can replace, you know, 4 of the smaller ones. And now we have this wonderful vertical cliff where we can make a gravity battery. That's kind of handy. That's pretty darn handy. And we're gonna make those, I think. And that's a really convenient place to put them as well. But I'm afraid it might not be tall enough, or maybe we want more housing over there. So I decide to kind of like, first we'll make a path here and then we'll change our minds a tiny bit. And I end up putting up a little bit more housing instead, because it's like, well, maybe we need more housing here. I don't know how many beavers are going to be needed. As it is, we have insufficient beavers. So we need to probably open up some of these houses for the population to improve. Go check over here again and see how things are flowing. Yep. Maple syrup, we need to unclick the empty storage so that maple syrup... I don't think I actually need to use that empty storage thing if I'm changing. I think there's an arrow. I saw a green arrow that's like flowing outward, so I think that's probably fine. Of course, I forgot to prioritize the very base piece of that pump, which was not convenient. So we had to go back and do that there. These guys, let's put them on workplace high priority, of course, because they are very important. We need to have water above everything. Which is kind of ironic, because the beavers have multiple points where they can actually get in the water. I don't know why they need to have separate drinking water than, like, walking around in water. Because it's the same water. You know, same river. Comes from the same source. It's fine. Alright. So, here, I was just testing to see if log piles can be put on other surfaces. They can, but they can't be stacked on each other. And we can't put platforms over the log piles either. So it was kind of a lament of like, okay, where are we going to store more logs? Because I'd really like to have more log storage in this colony. Maybe what I could do is maybe I build over one of the rivers and just have platforms there and just put log storage on the platforms so that we don't get into a problem with log production. Because, you know, you have these boom phases and bust phases where sometimes you want to build a lot, you need a lot of building materials, and you're just really struggling because you delete the whole forest, and then you have to wait for trees to regrow and so you can get the logs again. So, but when you cut continuously and just use them and just have a big buffer of logs, it's kind of a nice way to save the logs and use the labor over time instead of having this big rush at some point. And then, of course, I decided here, of course, oh, dear me. Oh, yeah, we need another farm there, first of all. But then I think I'm thinking about beehives here. Yeah, so we're counting, and I end up counting a bit erroneously here. I thought it has like a 2-tile AoE around it, but it is actually 3. So I kind of make a mistake there, and I end up rectifying it a little bit later in the episode. And we'll see that, of course. But, yeah, we need to just kind of, you know, count and do the beehive thing, and it's gonna be fine and good and all the things. All right, very good, very good. So finally we can put that water tank in there. And that's good. Wait, does that have a path? Oh, it does have a path. Of course it does, yes. So here we're going to put some more of these beehives in this area. And again, I'm putting them 4 tiles apart, which is not correct. But, and then here it seems like, do I really need one over here? Yeah, I guess I'll add one. Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, and should be there. And then here we have another set of plants here that can benefit from beehives. And of course now we can build our own kind of build around the beehives. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, so things are going. We need to get all those crops deleted before we can put the beehives in, but we can put the storage in and then get a farmhouse on top of it. There we go. I guess I could have all the farmhouses right next to a road and then have one staircase and connect them all. That's another idea. Might shorten their work area though, and that would be unfortunate. Alright, so this large tank is filled up to the brim with water. This is looking really good. Really, really good. So that one can be maple syrup. We don't need a thing of water there. We can definitely allocate it for other stuff. Alright, here we go. Those beehives got built over there in District 1's gardens. And we're already getting some of our dam going on, which is great. And we need a path. That would be nice to just get a path through here. And see how we can connect it back to the world so we have a better like walkway. We can always delete that path. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We might put a path on the close edge instead for things like a Lido and other stuff. I don't know how we're going to do it, but definitely kind of rescue some of those wheat tiles back, I believe. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have enough workers, so we need to open up some of these houses and just let people live. Because we are definitely needing to have more beds available. Because they won't breed if they don't have enough bed space, of course. And the other colony, I don't know if they still need workers or not, but definitely want to have enough beds. Speaking of beds, gosh, these things now all of a sudden seem like, whoa, whoa, this is, we need to have another layer or two here going on. Because this is just too close. So let's add another layer here. We'll just add some more platforms there. Put thingies over the stairs. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, that's this double platform there. And there we have another set of stairs. Okay. Okay, nice. So now we just put in the single lodge home, or single beaver homes there as well. And then we can get our roads connected to each of these different houses here. Okay, and then we have these guys going to the next level of stuff as well. And I'm like, hold on, something's wrong here. We did a wrong thing. Yeah, we shouldn't have those kinds of intersections. Also, having a group of 4 paths like that is very, very bad for the pathing in this game, FYI. Because it's like, the game has to calculate for all those paths and stuff, and it's not good. And then this is like, wait, what's going on here? I seem to have skipped a level there. Oh dear. Of course, I don't oh dear just yet. Oh dear. Now we have too many of those. That's not good. But yeah, those can lead to some serious UPS problems, so I try to avoid those if possible, but it seems like in this build we didn't really totally manage that. Okay, so now I realize the error of my ways here, because we need to do 1 layer at a time, not 2. So we need to figure out how did I get into this mess of trouble here, because this needs to connect to this layer of houses. It's a tiny bit important there. But it looks like we had this erroneous platform there. Of course, I can't delete it because of there's a pathway on top, so we have to just use the delete tool instead. And this is what's going to give us our thing. There we go. Oh yes, and why is that platform there? Ah, because we forgot to put a house there. That seems like it would be a good idea. Let's go. Okay, cool. Let's get our pathing going. Yay. Pathing, that's the wrong term to use for this, for sure. Alright, let's go to the next level and see what we can do here. And just kind of build it up. Build it up as we go. Alright, nice. Now we have a definite pathway to the end stuff, but we now need to create the next layer of housing there and put in all of these houses that we want to add. There we go. And now on top of this is where we're going to build our batteries. Aha! We got to the end! Hooray! So these batteries can hold quite a lot of charge here. And I think that path should be sufficient for them. And then, of course, we're going to have to pause all these houses once they finally get built. That's the, yeah, the other part of this. But we have enough beds open to house beavers to take up all of the open employment slots, so we're pretty good with that. Okay, it looks like they have finished this road here. So let's go ahead and just, or finish the clearing so that we can actually get the road in. We'll build out all the way to the dam. And that should be enough for them to start building kind of from the top now. There they go, there they go. Okay, District 2 seems to be working, which is nice. Let's see, and let's get our beehives in where they have finally cleared the crops. I think it's here where I'm realizing, like, why are they overlapping the road? Like, huh? Why? So we need to just, like, completely demolish everything here. Which is unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Because they have made a few beehives, and it's very demoralizing to see your work go up in smoke. Handcrafted beehives made to order. And there's the counting. Hooray. And then we can replant where there is no need to have a beehive. But beehives give you, I think, 25% production rate or something. It's kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. Anyway, either 15 or 25. But it's a lot. It's definitely worth having them versus the tile you have to give up to get them. So to make it easier on us, we'll just fill those empty spots with crops so we know exactly where to put the beehives when we get to that stage again. Okay. All right, here we go. Making more decisions here. Where to put stuff. Wow, that's quite a bit far south from where we had it previously. All right, there we go. Looking better, looking better. Seems good, seems great. Okay, looking very good. So this area, you know, we're not really going to gain much by removing 3 beehives altogether. So I decide to leave it as it goes. It's just fine. I'm not going to bother with that at all. And here we have our lumber mill and stuff and things. So we just need to get the planks. We have planks actually, or have logs delivered. We are going to get planks out of the mix there. This farmhouse doesn't have stairs yet. That's why it's complaining at us, because beavers can't reach it. But here we have our dam. This is pretty exciting. We'll see how that starts to function. There we go. Finally, the beavers are able to get stuff on this level of the terraces, so that's important. Okay, they've already started working on this other piece of the puzzle there. On the, wait, is that too high? No, it seems okay. It seems okay. So now we get another staircase there. All right. And we gotta get rid of this stuff. Gotta get rid of that stuff. I don't know what my expectation of that staircase was. It ends up being very ineffectual. And I'm like, why did I put that there again? Why? Because we still have to go up. Anyway, one more level. So, but at least we're able to build this water box from both ends. So that is very common for that to start out that way. Alright, now we're going to replace these beehives to be at max distance from each other now. Okay, let's go ahead and put something in here. I could have sworn that I had put a beehive in there, but apparently I didn't. So adding that one in is a good idea. Let's see, there's our large tank there. Lots of water, plenty of water. We are in a drought season, but you see the drought is almost over and we still have tons and tons of water. So really happy with the water collection throughput because it is working well. Oh dear, the cat is trying to get underneath the cat bed and there's another cat on top of the cat bed. I wonder how this is going to work out. Hey, Emma. She's so funny. I don't know what she thinks is under the cat bed. I mean, it's just a desk. There's nothing under it. But Cat still keeps trying. She keeps looking. She's very curious about what's underneath. Maybe something new will be there. You never can tell. Alright, so this area has been mostly cleared. Some of the things still sprouted. I don't understand how they sprout if they're, like, dead. Because I dragged over the entire area. I'm just kind of like, huh? But it occurred to me here that this would make a really interesting spot to have a, like a spatterdock or cattails growing. They could be tiny little pools where we get that done. I think that could be neat. So we can have 2 of them. There's this area too that can also be put with stuff in it. So I'll go ahead and make some levees on this side as well. And have kind of like a pool thing that maybe I should put one of those levees to spill out toward the other pool. Okay, yep, got to get rid of this greenery as well because it is definitely impeding our building progress. And there we go. Nice, nice. Very good. We can just take this wall all the way off to the side here. Very nice. And just leave a little bit of space so they can get around and do things and stuff. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Alright, so let's design this bigger basin here. And just do diagonals. We're kind of cheating by doing the diagonals. I always felt that was kind of cheaty because, like, you think you can hold water in on a diagonal? Looks like Cat on top of the bed won the fight. Or there wasn't a fight, as per se, but there was kind of a... Yeah, one cat refusing to move and the other one wanted the other one to move. Yeah. That was the situation. That's what happened. It was a thing. Alright, time to fill in these roads a little bit so that we can get to some of these building zones where we can make sure that our wishes are fulfilled completely. Okay, end of the drought. Time for more water to flow in. Let's go. Okay. Just checking what's in these warehouses and stuff and where we need to put new stuff. I like how whenever you're cutting a forest, you have like these arcs of trees. It's kind of interesting the way the game prioritizes different things. Okay, let's get rid of this and let's just push it a little bit further. Hello, cat animal. Okay, cat is leaving. So I'm trying to check like the distance of the aquatic farmhouse, how far the farmers go, but I was kind of like, it's hard to tell. And it's a lot of tiles to count if you're trying to count tiles. So I decide to just put the farmhouses in the middle here, and they can reach both farms, and it'll be a lot easier for that. So lots of time spent with the platforms here. They don't know what we want, really. Just trying to, like, guess. But we need to have probably a couple, maybe 3 farmhouses, because it is a big area. And we really want to harvest this stuff because it's going to make our beavers' diets a lot richer. Alright, so how are we going to get this down to the lower level? Do that, maybe? Need to have that there, but then that staircase doesn't work there. And maybe we delete that one, but I don't really like to delete the natural stone staircases because you literally can never get them back. So I decide to put a staircase this way instead, which is a little bit better. Okay, hello? There we go. I don't think I was properly clicking on them. So now we have this kind of situation happening here. We'll see if we can maybe finagle in some better usage of tiles here. Okay. And then there's our farmhouse. Just testing that the door is in the center, and yes it is. Kind of thinking about how we might put this together here. Okay, there we are. We got stuff and things. Things and stuff. Can wait for the beavers to clear those things because we're gonna have to have platforms over there. And yeah, otherwise this gets a bit sneaky. Okay, let's fill this out a bit to where we know we're gonna have our things, and then we can delete the other platforms later if we don't need them. There we go. Yep, already we see some that are way too many. So we take those off. And that one. Okay, here we go. Farmhouses have arrived. Let's go. Then I noticed we actually do have these two tiles which we can utilize in making a farmhouse. That's kind of like partly using what we have here. So I probably shouldn't have used it in that area because that bed there is already small enough. That area of farmland. But it's okay. It'll be fine. Alright, looking good. Now we just need to wait for them to build it. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Alright. And now here's another spot where we can add some windmills. And just increase our power supply. There we go. There we go. Okay. Stuff and things are happening. All the stuff and all the things. Look at this. We're already building some nice progress on our dam there. Of course, they build it from the top down. And here is where we can add some more roads and then also the rest of the dam pieces there. Or levees, I guess. There we are. And that one can be deleted. We don't need it. Alright, and finally the paths meet again. Hooray! That's pretty great. Pretty darn great. Yeah, this water box is interesting. Like I said, I'm not really the biggest fan, but whatever. I think those look very silly. I think it's not a very good use of, or not very good architecturally. I felt like I built the perfect dam out there. But it's okay. So now let's just make sure these things are connected. There we go. Cool. And this one, the entrance is right on the city gate, so unfortunately it cannot get any workers. Which I remember us being a little bit afraid for that, but it's okay. We'll just fix it. It'll be fine. Okay, this one is... yeah, we forgot to set the ingredient there. But that one is also progressing. Do a few last minute checks on the colony because we're way over time. Looks like these streams are flowing well. This is still crazy how, like, it's drowned much of this countryside here. But staircase is no longer needed because we have cleared all those naughty little trees and we're quite done. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to carefully just delete the staircase because we can actually reuse those platforms into something else. And that'll be a lot easier to do stuff with. So let's go ahead and get that. And then we'll have the next one over there. I should have built a triple platform to begin with, or double platform there, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, and then we're unlocking the Lido. Hooray! We finally are getting a Lido for these folks. Poor beavers are like, hey, we can't swim on the pathways because that's the only place we can walk in the water. No, no. We can't swim there. We have to have a swimming arrangement pool thing. Yeah, of course. So yes, that is the thing. But anyway, that is kind of going to be all the time we have for this episode. So I want to just say thank you so very much for joining me. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about this. Yeah, this is preventing a lot of the water from flowing out our dam here and making the other area flood. So we might have to do something about that. I don't know what we're going to do. Probably dynamite is what we're going to do. But we'll get to that later. We don't actually have much right now, so that's going to have to wait. But that's going to be it. Thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.